welcome. My name's Emily, and today I have for you a nice full body stretch. So when you're ready, come join me on your mat and we'll begin seated. So sitting, however, is nice and comfortable for you so that the spine is nice and tall. And we'll begin with a nice stretch in the neck. So we'll bring the right ear to the right shoulder and just taking the left arm slightly out to the side, flexing the fingers up, and we'll feel a nice stretch all the way down that left side of the neck and through the arm. And just some nice deep breaths here. One more breath. Exhale, we can gently come back to center. We'll switch sides. So we'll bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale, extending that right arm slightly out to the side, flexing the fingers up, and enjoying that nice stretch in the right side. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently release. We can then just circle the head out for a moment here. Doesn't matter which way because we'll circle both ways. Just giving the neck a quick circle, circling the opposite way. Great. And then coming back to our center. We can then find our way into our tabletop position. So we are on all fours. And we'll come into a balancing tabletop. So on our inhale, extend the right arm and the left leg. And we'll hold here for a breath. Exhaling, bending the knee and reaching for the foot with the hand. And gently pressing the back of the foot into your palm. Nice strong core. One more breath. Inhale, extending the arm and leg. Exhale, we can gently come back down. Inhale, extend the left arm and the right leg. One more breath. Exhaling, bend the knee, reaching for that back foot with the hand. And gently pressing the back of the foot into the palm so we feel a little bit of a stretch in that quad. One more breath. Inhale, extending the arm and leg. Exhale, we can gently come back down to the mat. And then we'll move through a few rounds of cat-cows. So on our inhale from the sacrum, draw the belly down, lift the chest and chin up. Exhaling, pulling the belly in, rounding the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, waving up, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting the head. Exhaling, rounding. Inhale, lift. Exhaling, round. Two more times. Inhale, waving up the spine. Exhaling, rounding. Last one. Inhale, waving up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhaling, rounding. Inhale, come back to your neutral tabletop. Then bringing the knees together and the hands to the edges of the mats. We'll use our core in an exhale just to bring ourselves down to lying on our fronts. Great. Then extending the left arm out to the side, we'll bring the fingertips of the right hand underneath the shoulder. And as we inhale, we'll lift up the right leg and roll over onto your left side, coming into our broken wing. Maybe the toes rest on the floor behind, maybe the foot hovers in the air. And just some nice deep breaths here, gently opening up the left side of the chest. And a little bit of a twist in the spine here as well. One more breath. Exhaling slowly with control, rolling back onto your front. We'll switch the hands, so bring the fingertips or the palm underneath the left shoulder. And then extending the right arm out to the side. Inhale, lifting up the right leg, rolling over onto your side, taking the leg back behind you. We can rest the head on the mat. And just resting here for a few breaths. Again, maybe those toes tap behind on the floor. Maybe they hover. One more breath. Exhaling with control, rolling back over onto your front. We can then come up to rest on our forearms, coming into our Sphinx pose. And we're nice and active here in this asana. So we're squeezing the feet and the legs together. We're gently pressing the pelvis into the mat so that we activate the glutes, pulling the belly in so that we activate the lower back muscles, and gently pulling the shoulders down the back so we can reach that chest through. Slight tuck in the chin. And nice deep breaths. One more breath here. Exhaling, we can gently lower ourselves down. Bringing the fingertips to the outside of our mats. And we'll move through some cobra waves for the spine. So bringing the forehead to the mat. On our inhale, pull the belly in, rolling up the spine, lifting the head last. Coming up to our cobra, we don't have to lift up very high to begin. Exhale, rolling back down the spine, head comes down last. Inhale, pulling the belly in, lifting the chest and chin up, head lifts last. Exhaling, rolling back down. One more time. Inhale, waving up. Exhaling, rolling back down. Bringing the palms underneath the shoulders. Exhale, press it back to a child's pose. And we'll have the knees together and arms down by the sides of the body for a release in our lower back here. And just allowing your body to rest and relax here in this asana. One more breath. On our next inhale, lengthen the arms in front and find your way back up to your tabletop. Tucking the toes under, lift the hips up to a downward facing dog. And we can paddle out the feet here, take your dog for a walk. Nice full body stretch. One more breath. On our exhale, gently bringing the knees back down to the mat. We can untuck the toes and just find your way to sit with the legs extended in front. And we'll come into our seated forward fold. So as we exhale, hinging from the hips, folding forwards, reaching for the edges of the feet. If we can't quite reach the feet, we can always hold on to the ankles or the shins instead. Or if we have a strap, or maybe even a belt, we can just hook that around the sole of the feet and hold on to the strap like so. So just finding your comfortable position here in our forward fold. We can have a micro bend in those knees and the shoulders gently pulled down the back. Chin tucks into your chest. One more breath. Exhaling, simply just releasing your grip. Bending the left knee, we'll take the foot over the right leg. We can keep this right leg extended, or maybe it hooks round to our left hip. Inhale, sit nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, twisting round to the left, coming into our Lord of the Fishes. Looking back behind the shoulder and feeling that nice juicy twist in your spine. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently come back to our center. Lengthen both the legs back out. And we'll do the same on the right. So we'll bend the right knee, take the foot over the left leg, keeping this left leg extended or hooking it to our right hip. Inhale, sitting nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, twisting round to the right, hugging onto your leg. And looking back behind the shoulder. One more breath. Exhaling, gently coming back to our center. We can lengthen both the legs down to the mat and just using your core, bringing yourself to lying on your back. Hugging both the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice, generous hug. Maybe some gentle rocks from side to side to massage the back. And then bringing the soles of the feet back down onto the mat. The knees are bent and together here. As we exhale, we'll let both the knees fall out to the sides, coming into our supine bound angle. And we can rest one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart space. We can close the eyes here and tune in to the natural rhythm of our breath. Observe the natural rise and fall of your inhales and exhales here. Each time your mind wanders and gets chatty, coming back to your breath. Allowing yourself to soften and relax into this asana. One more breath. On our next inhale, we can use the hands to gently guide the knees back together. Bring both the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Maybe gently blink the eyes back open. And then from here, just gently rolling over onto the left or right side and just helping yourself come back up to sitting comfortably. And there we have it, our nice full body stretch for the day today. I hope you enjoyed that little flow. If you did, please like the video and save for later. Leave me a little comment below and subscribe to my channel for more free yoga content. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next time. Namaste.